Dave Simon and his co-hosts are completing the remaining finishing touches for tonight's episode. If you are watching the replay, you can skip to the 4-minute and 54-second mark to get to Dave's intro. While you are waiting, watching live, take a look at the news and articles about pro wrestling and MMA from The Authority, the Ringside Report Network. Our website is at ringsidereport.net. That's ringsidereport.net.
Please wait. Hold on. Keep waiting. Almost done. 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 Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Please wait. Hold on. Keep waiting. Almost done. 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 Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment.
Welcome to today's broadcast from the Ringside Report Network. We are a viewer and listener-supported creative team. We would really appreciate it if you became a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. While you are waiting, watching live, take a look at the news and articles about pro wrestling and MMA, and while there, check out our exclusive merch, including great jiu-jitsu gear from the Ringside Report Network. Our website is at ringsidereport.net. It's ringsidereport.net.
Subscriber is speaking at the moment.
Yeah. Let's go. It's the AEW All In post show. Let's get this over with.
Start.
It was bad. It was too damn long. Too damn long. AEW All In. I want to get this over with because I've already spent way too much of my time watching on AEW today. Too much time.
6 hours?
It's ridiculous.
No wrestling show should ever be 6 hours long.
Way too much time spent on AEW. So this is going to be short and sweet because I have wasted enough time watching AEW TV. I really don't want to talk about it for very long.
There will be very little dissemination.
There wasn't much to talk about either. We had some Casino Gauntlet matches that took forever that sucked. We had a lot of stuff for about 4 hours that wasn't worth anything. And then we had a couple good matches that were too done with wrestling for to even really appreciate.
I was more happy that the show was over than the outcome of the main event,
Yeah.
which is not what you want.
Disaster. This is supposed to be their show of the year. 6 on 10. Good matches, but overall...
One for each hour.
Yeah, but that's it. It took too long. It started at 1 o'clock, technically, with the pre-show. They started the wrestling at 2, and it ended at like 9 o'clock at night. The pay-per-view started at 3. The show ended at 9. What the hell are you doing? What is that? Who wants to watch 6 hours of wrestling? Who wants to watch 6 hours of anything?
There wasn't even like a musical performance or anything.
It was horrible.
It's just nonstop.
It was disgusting. What?
There was a couple musical performances.
Yeah,
Actually,
the
like-
entrance songs.
JoJo Offerman, okay.
Horrible. Horrible across the board. I am disgusted with AEW going that long. It's absurd. What makes anybody in that company think people want to sit through that? Who wants to sit through all that? Putting everybody to sleep.
I slept a couple times.
Everybody's falling asleep watching this boring-ass show that they put together. This is supposed to be their crowning achievement. Everybody's too tired to see the crowning achievement because you've seen 4 hours of wrestling before it got good. It's an insult to the talent. It's an insult to the fans. I don't know who thought this was a good idea.
Poor Excalibur. He must have had to go to the bathroom.
You cannot do a show this long. It was stupid long. You can't do a 6-hour wrestling show. I don't know what kind of stimulants Tony Khan is on to keep him going, but keep me away from him because I don't want to think like that where I put on a show that's 6 hours and I think that's a good idea. I think this is going to be 20 minutes because I've had enough. 6 on 10. Match of the night was Toni Storm beating Mercedes Moné. That was my favorite match. It was very good. Tony won. It was fine. There you go. I'm done. I've done my part. John, score, match of the night. Can we get this over with?
Is this the first AEW pay-per-view I think I'm going to rate higher than you? Because, like, I won't disagree with you. There was a lot of filler in the show. But I thought, like, at the end, it got better. It picked up. Like, it's one of the rare times in AEW. I feel like they always start usually hot. Then in between, it kind of is just filler. And then the main events are better. This, I felt, like, the first couple of matches, it felt like it was kind of flat to start.
Yeah.
And then it slowly picked up as the show went on, I thought.
Did it? Okay, let's break it down match by match because we're going to have to get through it anyways. I'm not talking about the pre-show because it was stupid. You had Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs and Sammy Guevara beating Shane Taylor, Lee Moriarty, Carly Bravo, and Sean Dean. Oof. Like that matters at all. Big Boom AJ, Kyle O'Reilly, Hologram, and Tomohiro Ishii beat Hechicero, Lance Archer, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta. Trent knocked down the Kid, the Justice, which was kind of funny, but that's the only redeeming part of that. FTR beat the Outrunners in a match that can only be described as happened. Fucking 16 minutes of wasted time. Boring-ass FTR doing their boring act. No one cares about tag team wrestling from 1982. Change it. I've had it. I don't care. And then they open the show.
Moments,
what? What am I missing?
Well, you missed the Rhodes. The grandsons of Dusty Rhodes were there. It was Wyatt, I think, right?
I don't care.
Well, they had that interaction. They saved Kevin Von Erich. I mean, for Texas, that's a big thing. Like we said, like they got to book the Von Erichs because that's a big thing to book them. Like,
whatever.
I know they.
I'm not from Texas. I was watching the Yankee game at that point. It was too early in the day to care. Nope. Don't care, John. Sorry. Good for them.
Well,
Dustin Rhodes got all the moments tonight. Good for him. Who cares? I can't even be happy for Dustin at this point anymore. I'm just like, I'm over it. You work for a joke company. I'm sick of this. Fucking. Ugh.
Well, it's Texas, so they're trying to give Texas their moment. I thought they did that well on the pre-show, actually.
I wasn't there for that.
Did LA Knight just beat Seth Rollins?
So it would seem.
Cool.
Wow.
The wrestling is officially going on forever.
There's more wrestling. WWE's doing wrestling now, which is dumb. Like anybody wants to watch more after that.
Yeah, jeez, brother.
I have no interest in this Saturday night's main event show because, like, I've had enough. We're definitely not doing a post show for Evolution. I may never do a post show again after this. This was terrible. I don't want to have to sit through another long wrestling show if it's this. Like, the Ops, Shibata, Hobbs, and Joe beat Claudio, Wheeler, and Gabe Kidd.
This was the first match of the pay-per-view.
This opened the show, and it totally sucked.
Yeah. It sucked the air out.
Did Seth hurt his knee? Oh, he did a thing. He landed bad. Oh, is he actually hurt?
Man.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Seth did a lion salt and landed awkwardly on his knee.
That looks real.
That's not the first time, too. It's happened before, no?
Uh-oh.
That's
there goes big plans for WWE.
Plans for the next 6 months.
Money in the Bank holder. He's really their backup to Roman and Cody. Oh, yeah. Well. Maybe they'll have to go with LA Knight at this point. So that was bad, John. The trios match, the Ops winning, and then Joe getting beat down by the guys in a case of 50-50 booking that lasted 15 minutes. A 15-minute opener trios title match that no one wanted to see.
Why couldn't this be like 8 minutes?
And then
why couldn't this be 8 minutes?
You do a Casino Gauntlet match with a bunch of jobbers that lasts 35 minutes that MJF eventually wins.
Yeah.
MJF is the only redeemable character in this whole match. He won 35 minutes.
I can't even remember who else was in this match.
Roderick Strong, he got pinned.
Okay. Must have many surprises.
That was horrible. That match sucked.
Oh, yeah.
The first hour of this show was awful and should have been on Collision, like not even Dynamite. If this was on Dynamite, I would have complained. I would have skipped it.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I don't know whose idea it was to put the trios match first, but that was not the best of ideas. Like, we talked about this last night. You start with a singles. Like, I think one of their main events should have started the show.
Yeah.
Get the crowd going. There was way too many multi-men or multi-people matches to start the show, or the pre-show and the actual show. To get to actual singles matches, you had to get deep into the show. I question that booking there. That was a little bit off. Although one match got turned from a singles to a four-way. So I think maybe that screwed things up a little bit, possibly.
Yeah.
But still, like, to start with that trios match that just started in a brawl, your first match starts as brawling, questionable. Very questionable in that one.
And if the idea is to, like, well, we want the Death Riders to have their match now so they can rest up before the main event was like another 5 hours away. Like 4.5. They had time to rest.
Yeah.
They didn't have to go on first. It wasn't like the match was in a couple hours. It's like at least 3.5 hours.
But here's another thing.
Jesus.
Here's another thing they were probably thinking, though. is that if they put that just in the middle of the card, it'd be more dead because at least the crowd's still kind of like alive at that point in the first match.
I guess.
So at least they care the most there at that point, right? If that was in
Yeah, they should have scratched it because it sucked. It was bad, and it took time. Anything that was bad that took a bunch of time should have been cut. You don't have to put everybody on the pay-per-view.
Well, sometimes people, when they're making movies, they'll have a whole segment, and they did the CGI, and they did everything, and then they watch it, and they go, you know what? It doesn't fit. And they edit it out. Sometimes it happens. You could just cut it out.
If you can't get all the shit you want on your show in 3 hours, it doesn't need to be on your show. You're putting too much on there.
It's too much fat.
And if you do a 6-hour show, you've got a problem. You've got a real problem. No one in their right mind does a 6-hour show. 6 on 10. I mean, and that's being nice because we had a few good matches at the end. But god damn, pal. We had the Ops Trios match. That was 15 minutes. Then we had MJF and the Casino Gauntlet. That was 35 minutes of nothing. Those Casino Gauntlet matches are terrible. AEW called it their signature match. If that's your signature match, you should end your promotion right now. Dustin Rhodes then won a 4-way to win the AEW TNT Championship that was vacated by Adam Cole.
Oh, he had a promo from Adam Cole.
Who did a long promo and said, well, this isn't my retirement promo. I'll do that another time, but it really seemed like a retirement promo. I think he's got serious injuries. He was crying in the ring. He gave up his belt. He's hurt for a while, so maybe Adam Cole is done. And then Dustin Rhodes won a championship, won the TNT title, beating Sammy Guevara, Daniel Garcia, and Kyle Fletcher, which was kind of a nice moment for Dustin because at that point we're like, well, this is only 2 hours into the show. I guess we're moving along. But, were we ever wrong about moving along? Then we had the tag team match that was
pretty good.
Good.
One of my favorites, but
yeah.
It was like a nice little bit bump, and then it just...
Yes, and then it fell off again tremendously. Like, this match was good. Swerve and Ospreay beat the Young Bucks. Surprising finish. I thought the Bucks would have won. They did not. They're stripped of their EVP titles. The match was very good. A lot of false finishes. Really good stuff. And then...
another gauntlet match.
Then you had the women's Casino Gauntlet that took forever, that was full of nobodies, that was also 27 minutes. That was won by Athena. And it sucked. It just absolutely sucked for 27 fucking minutes.
I feel like after the last wrestlers came in, there was still like another 10 more minutes of wrestling. I was just like, why is this still going?
It was horrendous.
Like, what?
Horrendous.
Who cares about Sayuri? You know, it was a lot of Sayuri.
Yeah, what the fuck is Sayuri anyways? They got some Japanese lady comes out. They're like, yo, Sayuri. I'm like, I don't know who this is. I don't give a shit who this is. Well, I would like her to go away along with everybody else in this match.
They're like, well, here's her for 15 minutes being featured.
Yuck,
and
man.
She doesn't win.
Horrible. That was terrible. John, did you find anything redeeming about that? You better not.
Well, you did get to see new talent like that show. I thought Alex Windsor, you saw her, she debuted. I thought she was pretty good.
I don't know who she was.
Who was she?
Well, she was one probably you didn't recognize the most.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't recognize most of them.
Yeah, there was Megan Bain and
I saw Anna Jay and
Chris Statlander and Harley Cameron came out at one point.
Saw her
I
with
noticed
the
her.
Brutus Beefcake mask on.
Yeah. But
sucked.
A lot of jabronis.
That sucked. Athena won. Who cares? Then we had
she on ROH.
Yeah, I guess not anymore or something.
Who cares?
And then we had more garbage. We had the tag team 3-way tag team title match, which sucked.
Boring.
Bobby and Shelton beat Jet Speed and the Patriarchy. That match was 18 minutes, 40 seconds of nothing, boring, pointless, should have been on Collision. The only thing that was worth a damn there was like FTR and Christian's group all beating up Christian after the match and Edge coming out making his return and chasing them off. And then he said, "Go fix yourself," instead of "go fuck yourself," because he's trying to do a thing there where they come back together and blah, 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 blah.
One more run, Edge and Christian.
Yeah, which is cool.
Gonna do a 5-second pose or something.
Which is cool, but like they could have just made this match 5 minutes. You know, like we didn't have one match that was under 10.
No.
Not a single match was under 10 minutes. I don't think anything was under 15.
Or like just barely.
I mean, yeah. So, you know, this match at this point in the card, when we knew we had the 3 big matches coming up afterwards,
and we're just like, let's go.
This should have been fucking 5 minutes, and then we get the Christian angle done, and then we move on. But instead, it was 1840 of boring.
Of Nick Wayne.
Boring.
And like
horrible.
And Shelton.
Yes. This sucked, too. Like, there was so much that sucked on this card, John. There was so much that was bad. The matches that were good. Hangman and Moxley was good. Very bloody. Texas Death, you know. Okada and Kenny was okay.
Felt like, they had their heyday, and now they're kind of, it's like a big league stars in the AAA, like
it's like they're coming
can't
back.
quite hit his spots like they used to, but like, it feels good, but like
didn't even feel that good. Like they did a lot of shenanigans with the Don Callis family and all these guys, and just a lot of shenanigans.
Wasn't too impressed.
Don Callis interfering, and then eventually Okada wins with a Rainmaker with Don Callis confusion, and Okada's the champion, and like it was okay, but at that point in the show I didn't want to see them just do moves for 30 minutes. It was kind of boring.
You've also seen better Okada Kenny matches too, so I think that may hurt that as well. I thought it was a fine match. I think the interference actually hurt the match more than helped the match.
Yeah,
it definitely hurt it.
Yeah, it very much hurt it. And it was just like, all right, they're doing all this extra stuff. And it just, it didn't hit the way I wanted it to.
But I think you needed Okada to actually win that match, though, because there was too many happy endings. So you needed someone to actually...
Sure.
I guess
yeah, I don't care that Okada won. Like, Okada winning is cool, whatever. Okada's cool. I just... Like, at that point in the show, when we've sat through 5 hours of wrestling, I don't need to see Kenny and Okada do another 30 minutes.
Well, I'd rather see them than the other people that were on earlier, actually.
Then they should have cut those guys.
Then they should have cut those other people.
Started with Kenny and Okada.
Like, when you get to a point where me, wrestling fan, is sitting there going, like, I don't want to watch Kenny and Okada anymore. You've given me too much wrestling. And that's really the main problem with this show. There was a lot of stuff that was too long and not good.
Excessive and indulgent.
Like, there were some matches that were really good, but, if you give me a shit sandwich and then another shit sandwich and then you give me lobster, I'm not going to, and then another shit sandwich after that, I'm not going to say, well, that was a great meal.
Or, I went to see, like, a few weeks ago, I went to see, like, the newest Mission Impossible movie. It's, like, 3 hours.
Right.
The last, like, 20 minutes is, like, amazing.
Right.
But, like, at that point, I was struggling to stay awake. And I was kind of like, it didn't really matter much to me at the end.
Yeah.
Like, this big stunt. I'm just like, because the first hour and a half is just, like, just people sitting and talking in offices and not accomplishing anything.
You got
I didn't care about the big stunt at the end.
Trim the fat. You're giving us way too much. It was way too much on this show.
Wrestling is the same as a lot of these things. It needs a good editor.
They needed to edit. Tony Khan can't say no to his talent. You really can't tell Athena, like, sorry, this match is not happening at All In, because, like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
But she's from Texas.
I don't care, man. So Okada beat Kenny, and then in the main event, Hangman beat Moxley. It was a cool match, a lot of violence. Hangman stabbed Moxley in the head with a fork to bust him open. Hangman got dragged through glass and cut in the head with barbed wire, put Marina through a table. And then there was all this shenanigans with Claudio and Wheeler and Gabe Kidd attacking Hangman. Ospreay came out, made the save, but he got taken out. And then Darby did, like, a promo from Mount Everest.
Was it Brian first?
No, Darby did, like, the promo, and then Brian showed up.
Right. We thought it was
Yeah.
Darby, but it was
You
Bryan.
thought it was Darby for a second, but he had a big
he was
beard,
going
so
like this.
he reveals the mat. It was clearly Bryan. And then he does the knees and the kicks, and then I thought he could do that, but he did the dive to the outside too, and I was like, ooh, that's a little more physicality than I was expecting. So that was cool to see Bryan, and then Darby descended from the rafters, which I don't like that they're doing after
all the way up.
they do all this stuff about how much they love Owen, and then they're still doing that, and I go, really? Are we still doing that? It just makes me uncomfortable. And then Darby did a coffin drop on all the bad guys, and then the Bucks showed up, and they hit an EVP trigger on Hangman, and then Mox and Marina got a bed of nails. When the Bucks showed up, you're like, oh no, is Moxley gonna
And
maybe?
like Darby disappeared.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you thought Darby and Bryan both kind of disappeared, so you thought, uh-oh, maybe Moxley is gonna win this thing, but then
Oh, you're missing one too.
huh?
Remember when Ospreay got stretchered out?
Oh
Yeah, so everybody was getting taken out, and then Moxley hit a curb stomp and a paradigm shift on the nails, a bed of nails, and then he told Marina to go get the briefcase with the title in it, but then Prince Nana stopped her, and then Swerve showed up and hit the Bucks with a steel chain, and then gave the chain to Hangman, and then Hangman hit Mox with the chain, and then hung him over the ropes with it, and then hit him with a buckshot, and then hung him over the ropes with it again and choked him with the chain like a hangman, and Moxley tapped out, and that was the end. And Hangman finally became the AEW World Champion, and the show finally ended. Match was very good, very violent, exactly what I was expecting. Cool to see Bryan and Darby show up. Those were fun little additions. You know, I still think Tony and Mercedes had the best match of the night. I thought that match was great.
Yeah, it was well paced. That was a good match.
But, you know, I thought Kenny and Okada was okay. If I were to rank my favorite matches on this show, I would go Tony and Mercedes. Top 3, Tony and Mercedes. Ospreay and Swerve and the Bucks. And then the main event with Hangman and Moxley. Decent matches. I wish the show was only those 3 matches.
Yeah, you know.
Those are the 3 matches that I cared about. I should have just watched those. I should have just skipped everything and watched those 3 matches, and I would have enjoyed All In way more than I did. But as it stands, it's like a 6 on 10 for me because I had to sit through so much garbage. We had some really good matches, but we also had a ton of crap.
Yeah.
So 6 on 10. Match of the night is Mercedes and Tony. What's your match of the show, John?
Well, I was kind of like you at first too. I was telling you like during the show when it was happening, I thought Ospreay, Swerve, and the Bucks was my match of the night until that Mercedes Tony match came up. And I'll agree with you too. Like I thought Hangman and Moxley was a good extreme match, but I prefer more of a wrestling match. So
Yeah.
I would say Mercedes Tony is my match of the night.
And what'd you give it on 10? 7?
6.5 actually.
6.5. All right, I give it a 6. You give it a 6.5. This is supposed to be their biggest show of the year, and they had really good matches on it. This should have been better. This should have been way better. They
Well,
screwed
the
up,
main-
but they really can't make it this. Like, what? Seriously, what
The
are they
main-
thinking? What are they thinking doing a 6-hour wrestling show? It's insane. I
The
know,
main
like,
problem-
Wrestle Kingdom sometimes is, like, super long, right? Like,
But Japanese
Yes.
audiences are like used to
they
waiting
should have
really
done
long
this.
times. Like,
They could have done this over
way
2
more.
nights.
yeah.
They could have main evented night 1 with Mercedes and Tony, main evented night 2 with Moxley and Hangman, and I think it would have been easier to deal with. But this was rough. 6 hours is great. Like, nothing is 6 hours.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No movies.
No movies, no games, no events. Nothing is 6 hours.
Even like The Godfather isn't that long.
No, it's crazy. If you told people you sat and watched a 6-hour wrestling show, they go, 6 hours? No one would believe you. It's insane.
I just want to clarify. It's 6 hours with the pre-show, right? Or are we just talking
No.
6 hours?
No,
Okay.
what do you mean?
So it's actually longer
8
than
hours
you're
with the
saying.
pre-show.
It's 8 hours with the pre-show.
Wow. So people sat there for 8 hours. Think about that.
It's terrible.
It's torture.
I mean, the main issue here, I don't think it's so much the matches, it's the length of matches. Some matches just shouldn't have been so damn long.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I said nothing was under 10 minutes, and most things were over 15.
like main event matches, I think those delivered. They should have been as long as they should have been. Gauntlet, they got to cut the fat, like you said. Like those got to be 20 minutes or less. Really, those gauntlets. I think that saves a lot of time. Same thing with the three-way tag, 10 minutes max. I think with that, it's a complicated match. That match it's tough, but I think the four-way as well. The four-way TNT title match was that almost 20 minutes. You got to cut that down too. That's got to be 10, 12 max. You do that, like you said, fine editing, just trimming the fat a little bit. Like you're still getting everybody on the card. Just hey, don't take forever doing stuff. That's it. I think that would help them a lot.
AEW clearly doesn't know how to do that. Like Tony Khan has proven time and time again that his shows are too long and they hurt the quality. They give you too much and it makes you not enjoy the show. It makes you hate the show. Like I dread AEW pay-per-views now because I know they're like marathons. Yeah. When you said that we'd be on at 8 o'clock for a 3 o'clock start, I said there's no way it's going to be 5 hours. It was 6. I thought 5 hours was a joke. I was like, no way. I'd say 3.5, 4 hours tops because no one in their right mind would do something over 4 hours. This idiot, Tony Khan, did 6. Fucking dumbass. Like, there's no other way to put it. He's dumb for doing this. It's stupid. It's bad. Fuck. Don't do this. It's turning me off the whole product. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if I watch every week and then the payoff is like this fucking marathon that no one wants to sit through and I fall asleep during, like, how am I supposed to enjoy this? This is supposed to be the payoff. Hangman won tonight. Moxley's reign of terror is over. I should be happy. I'm pissed.
No, but understandably, like, I completely agree with you. Like, they need to fix this. Like, it's too much. And I think they took advantage of the fact they were on in the afternoon. So they're like, oh, we can go even longer then.
No.
I think that's where they justify it.
Yeah, well, that's fucking dumb. And it's rude to your fans who have better things to do than watch your stupid show and who will watch fewer of your shows if you keep doing this. Like, I didn't even really watch the last pay-per-view because I was like, meh, we didn't do a post-show and I don't really feel like it.
Well,
the only reason I watched this show is because we're doing a post-show. I'm never doing AEW post-shows again. So my watching of these pay-per-views is going to be like hit and miss. I may or may not watch these pay-per-views in the future because I'm not doing post-shows for these 6-hour marathons anymore because it's stupid. Yeah. And, you know, they're never in the afternoon anyway, so
no,
forget
All
it.
Out's going to be like a nighttime show.
Yeah, I'm not doing that
Sunday
shit.
Sunday or something.
Right. Like, no. You know, and I can't be the only one who's turned off of fucking 6-hour shows where you go, I don't want to waste this much time. It's too much investment. It's too much. So, no. I'm done.
I agree with you that it's definitely way too long, but I do feel like I got my money's worth. I thought I saw a lot of good quality wrestling. The fact, like, I saw Mercedes Tony, like, that may have been one of the best matches I've seen all year so far. So, like, although not the best pay-per-view overall, I still got my money's worth. And that's a big thing.
I like to enjoy shows instead of all this.
It's not selling.
Goldberg's not selling Gunther's chops. He's laughing at them.
Goldberg, they're already in the main event. Wow, Sunday night's main event's going by fast, sounds like.
Yeah, well, they have a 2-hour window that they have to get in and get out.
That helps.
They're not delivering any classic matches, but they're also, you know...
UFC's at 10. They got to...
ending in a timely fashion.
UFC's at 10. That's another thing, too, yeah.
Another boring show by TKO that I'm not going to watch. Yuck.
So has Goldberg won yet or lost?
No, it's still going on.
Oof.
I mean, it's 9:45, so the match is still going to happen for another, 10 minutes at least.
Has this gone longer than 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I was standing around and posturing.
By the way, Seth is probably, like, legit hurt. They did, like, a quick finish after he popped his knee, and that was it.
That's not good.
Seth is hurt. Seth popped his knee tonight.
That's probably the biggest news of tonight.
Yeah, that's the biggest news of the day. Unintended, WWE stole the day with their news.
Is Goldberg hurt?
I hope so. I hope Gunther kicks Goldberg in the head and ends his career.
Poor Gunther.
It'd be rough though for Goldberg just to get beaten like that. However, it kind of makes sense. Oh, they set up the whole spear and jackhammer.
Yeah, they set up a spear, but Gunther rolled out. Anyways, I'm not breaking this down because fucking stupid. I think Goldberg's probably going to lose at this point. I don't feel like he's winning. We had too many baby faces win already. You had Randy win. They set up the tag match, by the way, for SummerSlam. It's official. Randy and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
Jelly W Roll.
Yeah. Solo Sikoa beat Jimmy Uso to retain the title, I think. And then LA Knight beat Seth Rollins when Seth popped his knee out. So a lot of baby faces have won so far, 2 out of the 4 matches. So I figure Gunther will be the other heel to win, and it'll be 2-2, and then that'll be it. 50-50 on the heel babyface side for this dumb show that WWE's doing.
So are we going to get Ben's score on the...
Score on 10?
Sure. 6, I guess.
Match of the night? Tony?
Tony
Mercedes?
Tony. I'm glad Tony won. It was a good match. They worked well together. Was the finish the 3 Storm Zeros, I think?
Yeah.
No.
It was...
no, it wasn't.
It was the one off the second rope.
Oh, yeah. That was
She did
crazy.
3, but then she kissed Mercedes and give her the one off the second.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool.
So that was my favorite match.
Yeah, it was good. So we're all in agreement, basically. Johnny giving it a 6.5. We're giving it a 6. We all give Tony the match of the night. I saw, I think it was Alex in the chat, gave it a 5.5 on 10. Yeah, not good.
Well, impressive for anyone else that actually watched all this, because it wasn't easy to watch all this. I'll tell you that.
God.
Yeah, all this is a better title, actually, John.
Yeah, it's not
AEW. All this. Ugh.
all this stuff here we have for you. It's not great. Ugh.
Doesn't taste very good, but we got a lot of it.
Yeah. So that's it. I'm out of this AEW.
We used to cover TNA.
Yeah.
I like to say, we used to cover TNA.
That's what I'm saying, man. The more they do this
in
kind of
TNA,
shit.
sometimes it'd be a couple good, Kurt Angle met versus like AJ Styles, but then there'd be like a lot of crap.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, is this worth it?
And eventually it stopped being worth it.
Yeah.
AEW, I'm looking at you. Clean up your act. Tighten up.
Yeah.
I think this show would have gotten a whole point extra from me if they would have cut both Casino Gauntlet matches. If they didn't have Casino Gauntlet
It's
matches...
over an hour of content.
Yeah, that's it. I think it would have been a 7 on 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe a 6.5.
I think what also hurt, though, I felt like the surprises in the Gauntlet weren't really great.
Were there surprises?
Well, the fact that you saw 2 new women's wrestlers show up.
Is that a surprise?
It's 2 people I never heard of. I don't give a shit.
Well, let's see. You didn't really care about that. And for the men, I think it was Juice Robinson came back, right?
I guess. He didn't look great.
You guys weren't paying attention or caring about it,
I know
guess,
Juice came back,
I
but
saw him come back,
his
but
look-
why do I care?
Looks like a bad Undertaker thing with
I wouldn't care if Jay White came back, and he's more over than Juice, but barely. Is Jay White even around? Where is he? He's hurt or something?
Yeah, he's hurt, yeah.
I wouldn't care. There's so many people I don't care about in AEW. Juice Robinson is just one of them.
Yeah.
So him coming back means nothing to me. Nothing.
But that was the problem with the Gauntlet matches. Like, they had these surprises, but they weren't anything great, so...
Also, they
really
lasted
hurt a
over
lot.
30 minutes. And it was just here's this person, and then this person. Let's see some spots here, some spots there. Oh, these 2 are wrestling now. And then, okay, let's do the finish. It was not well constructed. It was a lot of nothing. It was indie bullshit.
Yeah. Very, like, Chikara.
It was indie bullshit. Guys getting their shit in on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, there's a lot of charity tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of charity.
I'm not here to watch you like, that's for your parents.
Yeah, it's like a school concert where
That's
you just gotta
it.
watch every single grade. You're like...
I don't want to sit through every grade when I'm watching a pay-per-view. I want to watch the good shit only. All right. I'm done with this. Fucking AEW's
Has Goldberg won?
What?
Has
No, it's
Goldberg
not
won or
over.
lost
They're
yet?
still wrestling. And I really don't
Oh,
care.
really?
Yeah, Goldberg could win. It's like fine.
Goldberg could win. Goldberg could lose. It's not going to make a difference in my life, John. I don't care. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Goldberg. I'm sick of Gunther. I'm sick of the wrestling business entirely. AEW is supposed to be the alternative to this nonsense, and they give me that. AEW gives me bullshit that takes forever. WWE gives me boring shit that's at least quick, but it's not good at all.
Slow and painful or quick and boring?
I don't know. Wrestling used to be fun, but what happened?
Well, you have an alternative. Like, maybe you just, need to sift through what's good and what's bad from it. That's it. And just, like, watch it in small doses. That's pretty much, I think, I have to watch AEW at this point.
I'm just going to watch baseball. What the fuck? What's the point? All right. That's it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I'll be back probably at some point in the future. Thursday, I guess, for MMA stuff.
You got a big, watch along next weekend, no?
Yeah, probably not. I don't think I want to do that either. That pay-per-view looks like shit.
Is there more UFC?
More garbage from the UFC
More
that
UFC.
I don't want to
Every
watch.
week there's UFC.
I'm telling you, it's awful. That
That's
pay-per-view
too
looks
much.
Pay-per-view looks terrible next week. I don't know if we'll do a watch along. It looks terrible. I don't think I want to put myself through it. I've had enough. The whole, it's all bad. Across the board, it's not interesting to me right now. So maybe, if I don't like wrestling and I don't like MMA anymore, maybe I don't talk about it anymore and I just stop doing all this shit. That's a real possibility, because I fucking had it.
Whoa.
If they're not good, I don't want to watch. I don't think I'd be talking about it because I'm not watching. Goldberg just bumped Charles Robinson with a spear. He's dead.
It's like old times.
I think that says a lot because we've watched a lot of bad wrestling. So, I mean, if it's gotten to that point, it must be really bad because, like, so many years. Like, remember WWE, like, around, like, 2019? Remember the Thunderdome time? Like, oof.
Oh, I mean, I try to forget that.
Yeah, we all try to forget that. We survived that.
Somehow.
Yeah, well, there's a fucking limit to how much I can take. And I think maybe we've reached that limit. Okay. We'll see you again probably Thursday here on the Ringside Report Network.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word.
You know the drill. Hit that subscribe button, flip those notification switches.
We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringside